we looked at the 1, the 2, and the 3, and how they related to the string below them and the string above them. If you go back to the earlier lessons, we showed the pattern for the major scale, the whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, and then we assigned numbers to it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From there, we found out that if we start on our root note, which is in this case C, that's our 1. D would be 2, E would be 3, and so forth. Then we looked at how the guitar was tuned. It's tuned going down in 4ths, going up in 5ths. I think I may have mentioned the B string, how that it's tuned a half step down. So whenever you get to it from G to this B string, you got to mash a half step up to get it to be a 4th. You just have to go back and look at the earlier videos. It's only like 4 or 5 videos before this one. From there, we determined that from your 1, if you go down 1 string, you find your 4th. If you go up, you find your 5th. So you got your 1, your 4, and your 5. If you go to your 2, you got your 2, your 5, and 6. Go to the 3, 6, 7. Okay, so 1, 4, 5, 2, 5, 6, 3, 6, 7. And that's how we found those. Now we're going to look at the 5 and the 6. And to find that, well, we can do it a number of ways, can't we? We can go start at our root note, go over to the 2, and we know that right below the 2 is a 5. Or we can go straight down, get our 4, and use our horizontal pattern to go a whole step up to get our 5. So there's our 5 right there. So we already know from the previous lesson that 5 is directly below the 2. So right above the 5 is a 2. That's moving up a 5th on the scale. So if that's a G, we're in the key of C, so the 5th note in the scale of C major is G. So you go G, A, B, C, D. Okay? So if I go from here to there, that's my 2, that's going to be a D. If I go down right there, we already have determined that the 5 is directly above the 1. So we got a 5, and right below it is a 1. Again, it's a 4th away from this note. So you got G, A, B, and then C. And that's a C note right there. So at the 5, you got a 5, right up under the 1, and right above it, a 2. And then you can go up another whole tone and get your 6. We've already determined that below the 3 is the 6. So that just goes to figure that above the 6 is the 3. We've also determined that above the 2 is the 6. So it just goes to figure that below the 6 would be the 2. So right below it is a 2. So you got a 6, 2, 3. Now you can think of it as going 5, 1, 2, 6, 2, 3. Hope that makes sense. Start back at your 1, 1, 4, 5, 2, 5, 6, 3, 6, 7, 5, 1, 2, 6, 2, 3. Get that down pat, and then what we're going to do next, we're going to show the relationship, how the G string and the B string, the relationship between the two, and how that you've got to adjust for that when you're doing your scales. See you on the next lesson.